What's up, everybody, and welcome to Common Censored.
Yes, sir. This is your boy Truck Fit Dre.
And Lord Sterling. And we've got some fun stuff to talk about today. Starting off, we've got we've got Donald Trump just destroying Biden. I don't know if you saw this footage, but this is pretty good stuff here. You know, that's a solid edit right there. And of course, I've got terrible connection right off the bat. Yeah, so we've got
Yeah, you
Trump
know how to do
destroying.
it, man.
Yep. Always lots of good memes. I got this one off of patriots.win. Here's another
No
good one that I
doubt.
saw. Remember Christine Blasey Ford testifying in the confirmation hearing for one of the Supreme Court judges. Which one? What's his name? God. Yeah, well, she had no witnesses, no evidence, nothing, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, we have to believe everything she says." But then Tony Bobolinsky, one of Hunter Biden's business partners, comes out. He has recordings, he's got emails, he's got his whole phone and records of everything, pictures of them all together, and they're like, "Nope, not credible," and everybody shuts him down. Completely
That's how
insane.
that's how it is, man. You know, right will become wrong and wrong will become right, man. We're living in them times right now, bro.
Yeah.
Um uh just the energy of today, bro, has been totally reversed from yesterday. For me personally, um, because as I was riding, making my way to North Carolina, I finally made it here, and just looking at where we're gonna be within the next year, financially, as a country, our corporations, our banks, man, shit is just it's not looking too good. Um, and my first, and I'm being honest, like my first thought and instinct is like brute force and extreme anger, but we all know that that's not gonna solve shit.
That's what they want
Out,
us to do.
yeah, that's what they want you to do. You know what I'm saying? Outkast had a famous line in one of their songs. Uh, uh, Talking about gas, man. They made all them gas. He said, "Man, forget them gas. They got some shit that'll blow out our back from where they stay at, which
Oh,
means like all they got to do is press a button, and you know what I'm saying, you're out of here. So that's automatically out. So it's like, what else can we do as an American populace to say, nah, this shit is not right? You know what I'm saying? Without creating
mhm.
violence and without creating martial law, and they shut the country down. Like, what can we do to stop some of this shit from happening, bro? I just keep racking my brain, like literally the whole time I was driving here, bro. Uh, Listening to Dave on Common Sense, and I'll just start racking my brain, like, what can we do? And it's like, damn, like I don't know. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But but let's get to the topics though, brother.
Yeah, I mean, this is a good topic right here because we have, very recently, even Newsweek coming out, as you see on screen, saying Trump supporters are highly likely to try to kill people in 2024. So they're seeding the environment with this idea that MAGA is going to be violent, and they're trying to trigger us into acting on that instinct for brute force and to doing
But
something.
but but who the fuck are these analysts, bro? Like, who
Exactly, it's total nonsense.
do they have like a direct connection to Jesus, my nigga? Like, what are the fuck? Like, do you know the future? Like, what type of fucking AI algorithm? See, this shit pisses me off, bro.
Yeah,
Ain't
it's
no,
a
we
it's
ain't out here trying to kill nobody, bro. We just want to be able to live a good life. We don't want
Yeah.
to be subservient to a fucking corrupt government. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, exactly. This is they're not basing this off of anything. This is them seeding the
Oh my
ground so that when they
God.
stage an attack, that people will be like, "Oh, well, we heard that this was going to happen because mark my words, that is the plan. They're going to be staging attacks, blaming it on MAGA, and then using this to justify it and be like, "Oh, well, see, we said it was going to happen." And this is exactly the plan. They're setting us up. They want us to act rash, but we have to resist it. And what's that old saying? It's like first they laugh at you, then they attack you, and then you win. Something along those lines. Unfortunately, if we strike first, it may be the most effective thing. Typically, like Han Solo shot first, and took out Greedo in the in the cantina in Star Wars. But
Yeah,
we're gonna
bro.
have to play this more Gandhi style or MLK style, where we need the optics of us being peaceful, walking down the street and having the fire hoses shot at us, or
At us.
being Gandhi and
Yeah.
being attacked. To to we need those optics to show people that we're not the aggressors, that they are the aggressors. And it's just a crazy situation. They're definitely it's a setup.
Yeah.
We gotta resist the
By
urge.
Thomas Kika. Like I'm definitely matter of fact, bro. Who is this motherfucker? Let's put a face to this piece of shit. Hold on, let
Yeah,
me
let's
see if
see.
I can find a picture of Thomas Kika. What what
Yeah,
what
check it
what
out.
what organization? What organization did
Newsweek.
that come from? From
Newsweek.
our writer for News Week. Let's see what he looks like. Images. This fucking yeah. Yeah. I'm not even gonna say nothing, bro. I'm just gonna let you now. Hold on, people. Hold
The
on.
issues over here.
I got I got to share this shit. So y'all tell me. Y'all no. Hold on. Where is it at? Do. Okay, so is that it? No. Is that it? Is that's it. Now y'all tell me, do you believe anything this silly goofy motherfucker is writing? Thomas
He looks-
Kika,
that cup
huh?
is filled with soy. That's a soy latte for sure.
Do you believe what this motherfucker is writing? Does this motherfucker even look like he reads scripture or he has any type of inkling of religious principled ideology in his bloodstream? Do you believe this motherfucker?
He's
Huh?
like a cardboard cutout of like what you'd
He's
imagine
the
the lefty to look
analyst.
like.
Now he's the motherfucker who's saying that this shit is gonna happen. This is ridiculous, man. This is
Yep,
ridiculous, bro. I'm
it's
gonna
a
tweet
setup,
this
dude.
motherfucker. I'm about to tweet him all night about his article.
And we're not telling
I'm gonna
anybody to attack people on Twitter, but you
no,
got to say
no,
what you
no.
got to
Fuck
say.
all that. Fuck all that. Say what you gonna say. As long as it's
Exactly.
not violent, as long as it's not violent and you ain't making threats, you can say anything you want to the motherfucking police, or you can say anything you want to him. As long as it ain't
Yep.
violent and it's not a threat towards, excuse me, towards physical harm of him or his being or his family, you can say whatever the fuck you want. As long as it's not hate mongering or hate speech towards LGBT community, which he might be a part of that community, well, you can say whatever the fuck you want. So I want to know, who the fuck are these analysts that you've been talking to, bro, that's saying attacks from MAGA supporters? Because half of the motherfucking new MAGA supporters are staunch,
Democrats.
hardcore liberals.
Yeah.
They see what
It's
y'all doing and they don't want to be a part of y'all party no more.
the analysts that he's talking to are FBI who are who are the same ones that are preparing to stage the attacks. You know what I mean? Like
Okay.
they're like, huh? So we got guys that we're gonna dress up as MAGA, like we talked about with the gallows at January 6th yesterday, and
Yeah,
they're gonna
yeah.
have MAGA hats on and blow up an embassy, or not an embassy, something that would be here, like a government building in some city or something like that, and then it's gonna get blamed on us, and it'll be not a self-fulfilling prophecy because it was an illusion the whole time, but more of that problem reaction solution paradigm that they love to do. But
I mean, just look at us, bro. Do me and Sterling actually look like two people that want to go hurt people, bro? Y'all see, I work every fucking day. Bro is writing he's doing his life's work, putting his life. He stopped his career to follow his dream. He's at home every day working his ass off while I'm on the road. Do we look like we want to hurt somebody? No, we just want fair treatment as Americans, bro. That's it. This shit
Mhm.
gotta stop, bro. It has to stop, bro. It has to stop. So
Yeah.
your face, Mr. Kika, your face is gonna be all on motherfucking Twitter tonight. Post it next to a screenshot of your bullshit article.
Yeah,
Believe
because
that.
that is crazy. People need to see
That's
what's going on
crazy.
here.
People need to see that.
Another thing people need to see is the Epstein client list, right?
Oh,
Nobody's gotten to see that.
she just got murked.
Yeah,
The main
exactly.
witness. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Oh, hey,
Exactly.
accidental drug overdose. Isn't it so fucking convenient? This lady was just about to move to Tennessee with her new husband and live out the rest of her
5
life, and
kids.
she found dead, just gone. Accidental drug abuse. She don't even got a fucking history of using drugs, bro. No history whatsoever of drug abuse in her. None. Her family is even saying, we want answers because she ain't never used no motherfucking drugs. How
Yeah, she was
convenient.
all set
Is
up for a new
Epstein
life.
even really dead? Is that motherfucker even really dead? Was that a body double? Man,
It
that
very
dude
well
ain't
could
dead.
be.
That
Very
dude
well
ain't
could
dead, bro.
be. We know
He can't
Bill
be.
Barr, the AG under Trump, who was running the prison at the time, the top law enforcement official in the country. His father was the guy that gave Epstein his first big job, a teaching gig, I believe. Can't remember what
Yeah,
university,
I think it was at a very prestigious. I don't know if it was Yale or Princeton
Columbia
or
or
Harvard.
something.
It was one of those like very prestigious universities within our country, bro. Yes, yeah, and people were wondering like, how did he get this position? Like, he
Yeah,
like
because he
I
had
don't
no degree, no experience.
none, none.
uh, Interesting tidbit. Their Major General Lord Sterling was one of the co-founders of Columbia University. It was called King's College at the time.
And if y'all don't know who that is, that's my bro's great 8 times.
Great grandmother, yeah.
It's in his bloodline, damn it. Y'all can hear the
8X.
greatness in his voice. You know what I'm saying? 8 times.
So, speaking of the FBI and their shadiness, remember how we were just talking about the events that were potentially going to be occurring on Friday with the day of jihad?
Hmm.
Well, at the time when that was going down, the FBI had said that there was no evidence of any potential. They didn't have any evidence of threats that were occurring. Let's see. He says there was no specific and credible intelligence to suggest a direct threat on American soil. This was leading up to Friday, even though we know they've been pouring over the border and everything. But now, a couple days later, FBI stooge puppet, terrible choice for Trump to hire this guy. Christopher Wray is now issuing grave warnings of imminent terror attacks on American soil. So now that they're saying it, they're we better watch out because who like oof, 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 you know this is gonna get potentially pretty crazy. Look at that guy. That is a demon right there.
That's a demon right there, bro. And
That is a
and
demon.
it's like it's like, bro, like, so was RFK right when he said that, you know, bro, I be having, but like, bro, it's like I be wanting to say shit, but then I know, like, I mean, fuck it. It is what it is, bro. They already hate me. They're already gonna come for people like us anyway, even though we ain't doing nothing but want to be treated fair. But fuck it, I'ma say it. Was RFK right when he said that these agencies were created just to, have continuing new wars? Is that what's? It's almost like which one is it? Do we have a threat of imminent attack? Do we don't? Like, so 6 days later, all of a sudden, like, the threat is imminent, like on
Yeah, I mean, it
American.
didn't take a genius to see the threat was imminent last week. Like so
I mean,
crazy,
shit.
dude.
The beginning of last year, we could see like all these motherfuckers pouring into our border. We knew it was going to be a problem. Like,
Mhm.
let's you create the problem, and you create the problem, and then you give a solution, and you make billions. That's their strategy, bro.
Thesis, antithesis, synthesis, problem, reaction, solution, paradigm. But it's not all bad news. There is some silver linings and diamonds shining in the rough of existence.
Thanks.
at this
Thank
point in
you, bro.
time.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah,
Shit,
you're
I
welcome.
thought it was gonna be all bad. Like I'm just stressed the fuck out. Like
We've got a big win in Louisiana.
Luzon.
Republican Attorney General Jeff Landry wins Louisiana gubernatorial. I love that word. Gubernatorial governor
Uber.
race in a landslide, flipping the seat from blue to red. AG Jeff Landry has been elected as a governor of Louisiana, with Governor John Bell Edwards, the only Democratic governor in the South, limited to 2 terms. Republicans have successfully seized the opportunity to reclaim the governor's mansion.
There we
So we
go.
got a 51.6% vote count, with the Democratic runner-up, Sean Wilson, at only 25.9%. I like those numbers. That's what we want to see nationwide next
Yeah,
election cycle, or this
most
election cycle.
most definitely. Can you hear me, bro?
I can hear you, but your image disappeared.
Says your audio hold on. Your audio
Sorry, everybody. Of course, we've got some connection issues. They definitely don't
I
want us
mean,
talking.
I mean,
There, I can hear you
all right, bro.
now.
All right, so I'm gonna go out of the studio, come back in real quick. Give me a second. Let me see if that helps,
Sounds good.
bro.
I got something for the meantime.
All right.
Meanwhile, in Russia, you guys might not know about this, but those guys like bears over there, and they're doing all kinds of fun stuff with their bears. Let's take a look at this while we're waiting for Dre to get back in here. Is treated well in its training regimen. Look at this. This bear is smart. Bears are really smart. He's clapping. He's got everything going on over there. They're crazy.
Bro.
They're wrestling bears and doing all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
Oh,
bro. So
got your audio back.
yeah,
No video.
well, again, there's a device that's connected to my fucking camera that's not allowing me to be shown. It's saying that as another application, which there's no other applications that are on right now that uses a fucking camera. So y'all can guess what's going on right now. We ain't even gonna say
Somebody else is accessing your camera again.
like this shit is starting to really like, yeah, bro. There's no other if there's something accessing my camera right now, we already know who it is and what it is, bro. This is fucking ridiculous.
Dude.
And all of that, bro. I redid.
Oh, now your devices aren't connected at all, it's saying. All right, and we're back. We've got the camera back on. We've got a bear blowing through a horn over here. This is what they're doing in Russia while the war is going on. So they're clearly not too worried about that whole situation. Ooh, lost you for a second again there.
Yeah.
Next crazy story we've got is the European government trying to control what Twitter does. So here's the difference between Twitter and Rumble. Twitter keeps getting bossed around by these various countries and governments and complying with requests for censorship and all of this type of stuff. And the EU is demanding that they remove misinformation about the wars going on right now and everything. But obviously,
How about
misinformation.
Elon just say, okay, fuck you and your country. Y'all can't use Twitter no more. Y'all can't use X no
Exactly.
more.
And that's
Fuck the EU, all of y'all. Y'all can't use it no more. How about that?
Yeah, and
Huh?
that's why we like
Yeah.
Rumble, because Rumble told France to piss off when France wanted Rumble to censor, and they've completely refused to play along with any of the censorship stuff. So if you guys want to watch our show, I highly recommend watching on Rumble, where we can say what we
Yeah.
want. I already had,
I think we about to be done with Twitter. I mean with YouTube, bro.
yeah, I've
Because
already had a video
it,
removed and
yeah,
warning.
even on, I don't know if y'all seen. I did a short where if I click on the analytics for our page, it says that we have over 1,001 subscribers. But on, as soon as you go from the analytics to the actual page, it only shows 378 subscribers, right? Then just 2 days ago, we had 22,000 total views just 2 days ago. Today I checked, it was up to 25,000 and change. How in the fuck can you have over close to 3,000 views in 2 days and only show what a total of like between the last episodes, I think it shows like a total of like 15, 16 views. That's bullshit. It's because the analytics say something else. So they're obviously manipulating the numbers. Why is y'all
YouTube is
manipulating numbers for
it's
small guys like us?
yeah, seriously. It's like YouTube is like a voting machine. You know what I you know what I mean?
Yeah,
You put in your votes and your views, and then whatever they want to come out is what we
come out.
see
It's gonna come
come
out.
out of the other
Yep,
end. You know how
yep,
messed up is that, right?
yep.
So yeah, Twitter's all screwed up, complying to all this stuff. I don't know if they're going to do it or not, but they're being pressured and they have succumbed to pressure before. Next big story we've got is
This piece of
Hakeem
shit.
Jeffries, yeah, the minority leader in the House, and he's claiming that the GOP rhinos, the McCarthy backers, the establishment hacks, the Democrats in disguise, roll out Democrats,
Yeah, right,
Democrats in disguise. They're
man.
potentially going to be working with the Democrats to prevent Jim Jordan from getting the House Speaker role, which means that they could theoretically elect a Democrat, namely Hakeem Jeffries. Could you imagine? And so, you know, uh, McCarthy and everything, they're talking about the 8 Republicans who voted against with the Democrats to get McCarthy out. And they said, oh, they're working with Democrats. But if the rhinos literally work with Democrats to elect a Democrat, who's really working with the Democrats? You know what I mean? Like, so that's just
It's
complete madness.
they it's like they do something to it goes nothing back. It goes down to nothing but it's called psychological trauma. They do something to give you an inch of hope and then fucking they just take it all away by giving you the same shit that you had before just with a fucking black face.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, it's so messed up too, playing on people's emotions and using diversity or racial or gender to make people think they're actually succeeding when it's really just a puppet with a black face or with a vagina,
That's
to
it.
fill the
That's
role.
it. That's it. It don't matter if they black or white, motherfucking in the squad's fucking view, Palestinian, whatever the fuck them motherfuckers is. It don't matter what you is, bro. It just seems like they all playing for the same team. Like if you ain't Matt Gates, like or Jim Jordan or fucking what's the lady's name? I fuck with her hard. She's a gangster,
Me?
bro. The one who called out old boy for pulling the fire alarm.
Lauren
Uh
Boebert?
no, not her,
Oh,
bro. Uh, what's her name? She's a gangster too, bro.
Marjorie
She's like
Taylor
Katie.
Greene, is it her?
There we go. MGT is a fucking gangster, bro.
Yeah, she's awesome.
MGT, motherfucking Katie Hobbs, who got robbed in Arizona. You know what I'm saying? She's a gangster,
Oh,
bro.
Carrie
How the
Lake,
fuck?
Carrie Lake.
Yeah, yeah, not Katie Hobbs. Yeah, Carrie Lake. Hey, bro. Yeah, like how do you win a fucking election and you never fucking once debated? Like she said, she told her I will give
Biden did.
you. Yeah, like how in the fuck? She was like, she said she will give her like a special needs animal, like fucking to comfort her. while they're
Carrie Lake.
debating. She was like, yeah, hey, bro, she's a fucking gangster. I like
She's a
her.
spark plug.
I like MGT. I like Jim Jordan, and I like Matt Gates, bro. If it's not them, bro, who do I believe? Like, I don't believe nothing none of these motherfuckers say, bro.
You can
It's
believe what
tough.
Thomas Massey says. Thomas Massey,
Okay, all
you
right,
might not necessarily agree with everything he says, but he's a straight shooter. He's a
yeah.
man that who will never bend his principles.
Oh shit, here they go again.
Yep. It could
There they
leave
go again.
Democrats controlling the House and the Senate. I think we're back. So he's
Yeah,
saying we
we
need
back.
to
We back, bro.
unite. Nice. Yeah, he's saying we got to unite behind Jim Jordan as Speaker, and I think that's pretty much the only solution right now at this point.
Yep.
He's right about that. Thomas Massey, he's another one of the good ones. Even if he gets a lot of shit talked about him, just because he's refuses to compromise about anything. But
And
there's
there's nothing
just
wrong with that.
nothing wrong with that at all. And this whole situation is so ridiculous. You're not going to believe this one here. We got Bill Gates and climate activists who, they're all up in arms about carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, right? Even though people who build the climate models like John Christie say that there's zero correlation between carbon dioxide and global warming or temperature. Yet you have Bill Gates and climate activists trying to solve carbon dioxide, not by planting trees, which take in carbon dioxide. So if there's too much carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, the best plan would be to plant a lot of trees, which would create a lot of oxygen, suck out a lot of carbon dioxide. But no, they're going the exact opposite route. They want to cut down and bury trees to put carbon back in the earth. They're getting rid of the stuff that takes the carbon, the natural, nature's made carbon scrubbers. Like, you can't even make this up. It's complete opposite world, upside down world. Like, we're living inside Stranger Things upside down world right now. And this little monster here.
I can't wait till something happened to that motherfucker. He already he already got off the hook. I don't know if y'all remember, but his one of his butlers got caught with a fucking laptop that
Child
had
porn.
child porn on it, and they put it off on the butler. We all know that was your motherfucking laptop, you punk motherfucker. We knew it was
Right.
you.
And
We
we
knew
don't
it was you.
we don't wish death on anybody or violence, but we
Hey,
kind of tongue in
when
cheek.
when I say happened to him, I can't wait till somebody in the FBI or the CIA will stand up
Yeah.
and say this motherfucker is sick and take his ass to prison for 100 years.
Yeah. And I'll
I
be
can't wait.
I'll joke about saying, I wouldn't mind if he got hit by a meteorite or something. Although
Yeah,
I don't mean it
this motherfucker.
literally. Another
Yeah, bro. It's
example of that type of thing is we got Chuck Schumer, lizard person himself. The FBI, the intelligence community's got 6 ways to Sunday of getting back at you.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
over there in Tel Aviv and was rushed to shelter to wait out rockets sent by Hamas. Like, there he is,
It's
Romney smiling in the background. Like, this is the king
clown,
rhino right here.
fucking clown. Like
We
Schumer, that motherfucker ain't on, bro. That was taken in like that was taken. I know where that
oh,
picture was
probably a
taken,
stock photo.
bro.
Yeah.
Hey, bro, that shit was taken at the Ritz Carlton in Genevieve in the motherfucking basement. You know what I'm saying? In the closet for the housekeepers, bro. He wasn't in no fucking bomb shelter.
Yeah. I mean, to
This
be fair, I don't think they're saying this picture is from it, but
Oh,
just a
okay.
picture showing him.
I'm about to say, like, yeah, that nigga, yeah. He in the conference room at the best hotel skyscraper there is in Genevieve. He ain't nowhere
Oh,
near
they
where the action
are
is.
saying this is from it. They're saying Schumer posted a photo
Boom,
of himself
boom, boom.
alongside
No, it ain't, bro. Look,
Republican Mitt
you can
Romney.
see you can see the boxes of Windex that they be using for the bathroom mirrors next to Mitt Romney's head. Like
I
that's
see
in
the
the
toilet
motherfucking
discs.
maintenance closet. Yeah, that's in the motherfucking maintenance closet at the Ritz Carlton in Genevieve. Y'all stop it. Y'all stop. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, hey, we're back. We were just bombed. Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, you
You're
saw
lying.
CNN hiding in a ditch.
Yeah.
They're running down the street. There's bombs going off like 10 miles away in the distance. They're
Is it
like, "Oh God,
is
the
it safe
lady's in the
now?
ditch." Yeah.
Yeah, laying down. Like, bitch,
Did
get
you
your
see the
funky ass up.
quartering? He did that meme where it's like, there's a voice coming in over the speaker, and it's like, okay, this isn't the Blair Witch Project. Get yourself in frame and
No,
lie
I
down.
ain't
And
see
they want the news
that
had to do a
one.
fact check as if it were real. They thought like they were claiming, oh, Jeremy's passing off this as if it's
Oh,
real
shit.
footage, but it was clearly a meme. These,
Oh, man.
just so ridiculous. People believe anything, but again, it's not all bad news coming out. We have good, important news that people need to know about happening right at this moment as we learn that it is possible to make really, really amazing body armor uh, for $30,
For
basically.
$30.
Check this out. You're not going to believe this.
Back today, we have another homemade body armor video for you guys. Now, this one did not come from a viewer. I actually put this together myself, but it's not my creation. I got the idea for this from a tutorial that I found on YouTube. The video is called How to Make Amazing Bullet Resistant Armor for $30, and the channel is ZNA Production. So
ZNA Productions did the original one, and this is from One Shot TV.
go check it out.
TV,
We'll put the link
unsubscribe.
down in the description box
Yeah.
below. But after I posted the homemade body armor from a viewer video, I got a bunch of requests to try this method. So I thought we would give it a shot. This is the finished product. I'm not going to show you the entire process. Again, if you want to see that, go watch his video. He goes over it in great detail. But I did film it, so I will try to run a few clips here just showing you guys what went into this. Okay, so this is what he used: a $20 fiberglass welding blanket and a $10 can of fiberglass resin. Now, apparently, since he filmed that video, I believe it was like 6 years ago, the price of this stuff has went up dramatically. Because apparently
all you got to do is
now, the first thing I'll say
layer it up.
is if you're going to do this at home, wear PPE, because fiberglass is very nasty stuff. I have experience with it, so I know, how nasty it can be, but trust me, it'll get in your skin, your eyes, it
Your
stinks.
lungs.
It's just
bad.
nasty. So wear sleeves, gloves, masks, all that stuff.
So
Roofers are furious about this new
goes on-
product that's
Sorry.
We don't care
Add
about
to
your fucking
typical
roofs.
YouTube. So he pulls it off, trims down the edges,
Video where he shot this thing and went this. So it's well,
And
get
he
enough.
starts
It's re-
off
and for much as that
with the
22,
22.
because oftentimes they bounce back, but we'll give it a shot. The gun we're using is the Ivor Johnson
Ruger.
22 pistol. It's like a
It's a
little
Ruger.
prostitute gun.
prostitute gun. Amazingly,
Now that I'm looking at this
22.
plate, one thing I probably should have done is sanded down these edges. If
Yeah, it's
right
fine.
there towards the top, if we flip it around, it stopped it.
Nothing.
In fact,
barely any
Damn.
back face deformation at all. But
Man,
there's more. He moves on to heavier calibers. Next, he goes with
that's a four. That's a
see
9
what
or a
380
40.
does.
Oh, that's
380.
380.
Yep. Again, no penetration.
Nothing.
Little
Okay, the
Open
380.
it,
little tiny bit of back face deformation. Next, he moves on to 9mm.
Drop a 9mm, I'll be impressed.
That's a Springfield.
Let's
FZ
try
right
it.
there.
Nice
I put that
gun.
one very close to the 380.
That 380 sound louder than that 9. That 380 sound loud as a motherfucker compared to the 9.
Totally.
Well, in the slow-mo, it looked like when the 9mm hit, it dislodged the 380 that was stuck in the plate.
And it
So we'll
broke
have
off
to look
the
for that.
corner.
Video, but I
Wow.
also did see some shrapnel flying off the back, which
It wasn't shrapnel. It was a piece of a corner of the cement block. I
Yeah.
checked it out very carefully.
means even. And,
But look at this.
And our 9mm is right there. And you can see there is no longer a bullet sticking out of that plate, which is kind of funny. If we flip it around,
Nothing.
it stopped it.
No-
There's
yeah.
actually not
Little back
nearly
face
as much
deformation.
damage.
Oh, your chest gonna hurt like a motherfucker, but you ain't gonna die.
Oh yeah, maybe a cracked rib or 3.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man. He
yeah.
moves on to 45
It
next.
is. But it did. P, theoretically, since it stopped the 9mm, it should stop this as well. But
What's that
We'll
for?
skip the
Fever?
45 and move on to the big guns. Next one, he's got a 10mm.
to the powerful
my
stuff.
God.
This is the 10mm, and we're shooting it out of the Glock 20. I would consider this dang near a hand cannon. The
Heavy.
10mm
Yes,
is
it is.
very powerful. I'm already a fan of this plate, but if it stops this, I'll be shocked. Let's try it. I'm going to try to put this one a little bit lower because all the others are going in the same spot.
God, that motherfucker.
10 millimeter stopped it like
Well, the 10 millimeter
nothing.
also hit way up here. Apparently, those bullets are just attracted to each other. For test, because they've all hit probably within an inch of each other. So
It's been
He's
hit
basically
1, 2,
saying-
3,
Let's flip
4, 5 times, bro. It's been
Yeah,
hit 5 times.
and they're all right next to each other, which is, theoretically destroyed the structural composition of the plate, the structural integrity. So the fact that this didn't penetrate,
Oh my
even with all
God.
those rounds right in that cluster, this is just a couple little sheets of fiberglass with some fiberglass resin.
Crazy.
Yeah, what do we got here? 44 Magnum.
Oh
this
my
is
God.
a 300 grain bullet and the biggest caliber that 3A body armor is rated to stop. And little
Spoiler
plate
alert.
is
Spoiler
44
alert,
Magnum.
crashes the plate. First one to penetrate it.
Lee.
We'll stop it here so we don't give away the whole video, but he goes on to shoot it with some 12 gauge with interesting results. And the important thing to note here is that this is only about a half-inch thick worth of material. You could fit up to about an inch and a half thick in a regular plate carrier. So this is equal to up to, not including, handguns up to 44 mag, not including 44 mag. But if you were to triple the size of this, it would still be ultra light, and it could probably stop. Who knows what it could stop? Like, I want to see an inch and a half test, thick test with one of these. Man, like, it's probably level 4. It probably stops all kinds of rifle rounds, but this is the type of thing people need to know about, because they're, certain states you can't buy body armor, other states you have to jump through a bunch of hoops. If you know a guy who has a little know-how, for the ladies out there, this would be important.
Hell yeah.
This would be made
Since
with,
a terrorist attack is imminent, we got to protect ourselves some fucking how.
exactly. And can you imagine that armor to protect yourself is restricted in certain states? It's not an offensive weapon. It's just
No, it's not.
protection.
It's preventative. It's preventative.
They don't have the authority to regulate it like they do. Typical, as we've seen them, going above and beyond what the Constitution allows for these people to do. Next, we have an interesting story coming out of Ohio.
The direct energy weapons are in full effect right now, people. The DEWs,
which is a tsunami cloud. All right, unveiling the mysteries of tsunami clouds. Exactly. This is strange. I can't say I've ever seen one of these before. There are other images that have been taken. It looks like a straight up tsunami that's about to devour the entire planet.
Is that a tsunami cloud, or is that the same technology that they're going to use? Which is why, so they have in HARP, it can put up an image that looks like a fucking plane is coming at your house, and how it works is the light and the protons that it shoots out of the HARP machine connects to all of the fucking aerosols that they squirt in the air, that they say is to help seed the clouds so it can rain. It's not just for that, people. It's so they can make visions in the fucking sky also.
Yep,
that's
exactly.
what that looks
Project
like.
Blue Beam.
Yes, sir.
I have a video of a scientist discussing how that technology you're talking about works. Although I don't have it exactly ready to go at this moment. But here we have a video of the tsunami cloud, or being called a shelf cloud here.
This strange shelf cloud was seen in Ohio.
You can see it moving along. Looks like a giant tsunami.
This strange shelf cloud was seen in Ohio.
Like, that is some pretty weird stuff right there. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Mad sketchy.
Yeah. Don't tell me that ain't fucking man-made, bro. Come on, bro.
Right.
That's nothing is natural about that, bro. Nothing.
Exactly. Is that natural, or is it weather modification? We have some interesting stuff from a couple years ago there was an alleged NASA machine that produced rain generating clouds, and Jeremy from Top Gear did this video where he was on site for this device being tested.
People have already learned how to disperse
Yeah, here we go.
clouds, but what about seeding them?
I told you. It's raining.
In 2018, a video of a NASA cloud seeding machine went viral online, and it was actually releasing huge white clouds. They were even raining, except this video was published on April 1st. Alas, what looks like a cloud seeding device turned out to be just testing engines. That said, the machine is actually capable of making it rain. Hot water vapor.
So there's the thing. They're saying that, yes, this is actually just NASA testing a new engine, the RS something or other. So the engine is strapped inside of this thing, and it's just shooting out the fumes. So yeah, okay, it could be an engine test, but also it creates clouds. So it may be designed as an engine, but it also is perfectly capable of sending water vapor up into the sky to create clouds. So you can't say that it's not a cloud machine, because it is. It's like I can take a hammer or like and use it for something else, and it can be, you know what I'm saying? Like
Hey, look, it's a hammer. I could bash your fucking skull in, but I could also use it for nails. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like, come on,
exactly.
Like,
right. So they're like, oh, it's just an engine test. It made it rain. We know it makes clouds. So yeah, it could be an engine. It could be an engine test, but guess what? It's also a cloud machine, and it also can make it rain. And this is only one of the methods that they have to do this. Like that whistleblower from Antarctica, Eric Hecker, he was talking about how that energy device that they have down there also is capable of creating rain clouds and hurricanes. And see if I can find this video of the blue beam scientist, because it's really crazy. Yeah, but, I mean, yeah, they've been doing all kinds of weather modification stuff forever. And oh wow, terms are being deleted from my. I'm having issues finding this video.
I don't believe I don't doubt it, bro. Like, we've been using weather modification ever since we were in fucking Vietnam. They did the same thing in Nam when they were down in the caves and they seeded the clouds, and a lot of the pathways that they were hiding in underneath all of the fields and shit, they either drowned or they came out and they got killed, bro. We did that shit back in fucking Vietnam, bro. So this is nothing new. We've been doing it, dude. And this is all government documentation. If you guys want to go look at it, it's true. Yes, we seeded clouds in Vietnam when we were over there in war, and it rained for I don't know how long. If you look at look at Forrest Gump when he was over there in Vietnam, and he talked about it just rained, and it rained, and it rained, and it
Oh
rained.
yeah, I forgot about that.
You remember that? Yeah.
Yeah.
Now even go to Full Metal Jacket when they were over there. Like, bro, it's all that what they didn't tell you is we were the ones who were seeding the fucking clouds, making it rain so we can get them to come out of them fucking caves that they built. You know what I'm saying? And those underground pathways and shit. You know what I'm saying? That yeah, bro, we've been doing that shit, man. We've been doing it. But then you got a whole organization that's created to write fact-checked articles. Isn't this some crazy shit? Motherfuckers just sit up behind the computer screen all day and say, we don't like that, even though it's true. We gotta say something about this. And to fact check that shit. This is some sick shit. For any of you motherfuckers who work for these organizations and you doing this shit, do y'all realize what y'all doing to your own people? Do you realize what you're doing to your fellow Americans? For a fucking dollar, they ain't gonna be worth shit pretty soon. You sick motherfuckers.
Yeah, man.
How do you motherfuckers look at yourselves in the mirror?
Yeah,
sick motherfuckers.
Chaos. And I got the blue beam video here.
He admitted that this was a distraction for humanity.
Yeah, good one.
What is that?
That's
lasers, right?
Yeah, I can actually talk about that one, but that is
Say it.
this is really bad. But
Say it.
you know the people that see orbs in the sky,
Yeah.
go around and fly faster
UFOs.
than UFOs.
Yeah, there's Navy pilots. There's multiple Navy pilots who talk about they got their they were flying F-18s. These Navy pilots. One of them's coming in here in 2 weeks. He's Ryan Graves.
Okay.
He's a Navy pilot flying off the coast of North Carolina, and they got their radar upgraded on their F-18s, and all of a sudden they were seeing these things darting around on their radar.
Okay. Don't tell him what I'm about to say and see if he knows about it.
Okay.
So what we do is we play with our own forces, make sure our trickery will work on the enemy. And those are directed energy weapons of where we do intersecting beams or focus beams into the atmosphere. And notice they're always in the atmosphere to excite the electron orbitals of the oxygen and nitrogen in our atmosphere. It causes a glow and it causes ionization. That ionization shows up on radar and it's like a cat laser pointer. And we're making planes chase them.
That's exactly how they describe these things moving, like laser pointers.
Yeah, and so we can do it in 3 space. We can make it look like
in 3-dimensional space.
Yeah, and we can make it look like an entire is about to drop bombs on, let's say, Europe, and then just have them disappear. And they get all their planes up in the air, and we attack them from the other direction, assuming we're attacking Europe.
Who is doing this? The Navy, you said?
Somebody. Let's just say a group.
And you know this for a fact.
I know for a fact. Yeah. So anyway, don't tell your guests.
A group within the U.S. government.
Yeah. Okay. We'll leave it at that.
So yeah, Project Bluebeam. This is what people have been worried about for a long time with UFOs, because forever
the alien attack.
Exactly, to unite humanity, create a global government with the threat from an extra city shows up on radar. You can see it, and then poof, they shut off the lasers. It's gone. They could not only could it be used for aliens, they could have Jesus returning. They could do all kinds of stuff like this. They could have Buddha being shown in Asia, and Krishna in India, and Jesus over the Americas and Europe. And the level of trickery is just like, we can't believe anything we see anymore. Even
there's only one good thing that come of that shit. Russia and China ain't fucking with us. They ain't got they got some shit. They might be able to launch a fake sun and all that old shit, but they don't want none of these problems. That's some shit. God damn.
That's some crazy stuff right there. And we have LBJ on video in the 60s giving speeches about how they were working on weather modification technology at that point, which was right before Vietnam. So the timing just makes perfect sense with it rained just like you were talking about. Man, I could go for some Bubba Gump shrimp right now. Just saying. Shrimp gumbo, shrimp on a stick, every time. Right. I just heard, right before we started, Benny Johnson put out a new video about directed energy weapons, lasers. The question is, did Israel just use lasers for the first time on the battlefield? You want to check it out, see what he's saying?
Hell yeah.
What Jewish space lasers?
Jewish space lasers. Shut up, bitch.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Let's begin by saying Marjorie Taylor Greene right again. Jewish space lasers are real. We have confirmed. Marjorie Taylor Greene accuses Jewish space lasers of trying to shoot down Santa. This is an article from the New Yorker. Apparently, Marjorie Taylor Greene has posted on Facebook about the state-of-the-art Jewish space lasers trying to shoot down Santa Claus. Okay, well, I'll let Marjorie Taylor Greene defend that and explain that some other time. But here's what we have confirmed: that the nation of Israel, a Jewish nation, does have high energy, directed energy weaponry. Okay, Israel made high energy laser debut this from earlier in the year. This is a laser weapon system meant to replace the Iron Dome. Israel's based Rafael Advanced Defense Weapon System is a high energy laser weapon system that will augment Israel's Iron Dome as air defense system for more modern threats. Calling it the Iron Beam, the system is designed to neutralize a range of incoming targets, including unmanned aerial systems, rockets, artilleries, and mortar round, using 100 kilowatt more directed energy weapon, says the executive vice president of the Land and Naval Division. We actually can focus the beam to a diameter of a coin on a 10 millimeter range. He said that it was successfully debuted and they've been able to shoot down a bunch of shit in the air. So this is real. It's very important to establish what is real, ladies and gentlemen. By the way, they've even, I Google searched Jewish space lasers, and here's a book. Here's a book about Jewish space lasers.
And the Rothschilds.
And 200 years of conspiracy theories.
So yeah, wow. This may not be the first time we've seen the lasers deployed, actually, because when the whole Maui thing was going on a few weeks ago.
Bro, did you see those videos, bro?
Which videos?
Bro, they have videos of the actual lasers like hitting power, what do you call that? The power conductors that basically
really
bro.
Oh, just a quick burst,
bro. Yeah. And shit just start, bro. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy. And they're saying like, oh, that's CGI. No, bro, this came from somebody's fucking live feed on Facebook, and then that video got downloaded and put on Twitter and TikTok, bro. And they're like, they fact checked it.
Holy crap! Check this out. There was a website just weeks ago, because interestingly, there's all these rumors about lasers in Maui. We had videos of green lasers coming down over Maui in February, and they were like, "Oh, Chinese lasers spotted over Maui." And then a couple months later, conspiracy theorists talk about lasers in Maui. So I had discovered that there is a American military program, the Directed Energy Directorate, and there was a website with an overview that talked about the various locations and what they did. And there's one of their weapons research stations is in Maui, and they work on lasers and masers, which are microwave lasers, basically. And my theory about the Giza pyramid is that it's actually a maser designed to shoot a maser up into the ionosphere, short out the ionosphere, draw down terawatts of electricity. But here's the thing. I just went to the website, and it's gone. It's gone. Not found. That's all we got. From kirtland.af.mil/about-us/fact-sheets. They killed the website. This was just up a couple weeks ago, detailing their Maui operation of directed energy weapons, lasers and masers. And now, nowhere to be found.
Nowhere to be found.
Interesting.
How convenient.
We'll just scrub that out of existence.
Yeah, how convenient.
How convenient.
Why ain't y'all do the same thing to Hunter Biden's laptop? I mean, shit. I know you guys hate me. I don't give a shit.
Seriously.
Oh man. Yeah, bro. It's like, bro, we literally live in the fucking Twilight Zone.
Pretty much. That wraps up every topic that I had listed to go into. Is there anything else you wanted to talk about?
No, not really, bro. Let's see. Was there anything that I screenshotted today? No, I was just a deep thought today while I was driving. Yeah, bro, I was just in deep thought today. I really don't got too much to cover, bro. Not at all. I think I need to do a better job of that. But luckily, this week is my last week on the road, and I'm going home this Friday. I'm getting the load going to Phoenix, and I'm taking a fucking week off.
Nice.
Yeah, 3 weeks out. So yeah, it's time to go home for a week. So we'll have time to, when I get home, bro, we'll have a lot more ample time. You know what I'm saying? It's not an excuse, but sometimes it does get a little tough. Because it's so hard. You can't, like, you literally have to pull over to touch your phone screen, and if you don't, they call it distracted driving, and they get you like 12 points on your license, and you can get your CDL suspended. So
makes sense. Carrying 75,000 pounds. You know? Text while driving. Imagine that.
Yeah, bro. So like shit will pop up, and I'd be like, "Oh shit!" But then I'd be like,
I know.
Looking. Yeah.
If you could just touch it, just send it to me, and I pop it into the show. You know?
Yeah.
Don't do
bro.
it. Don't touch the screen.
Nah. Yeah, bro. Oh, there was I don't know if it's true, but Putin, holy shit, the Eagles lost too. Putin says that, hold on, let me look this up real quick.
Putin, rooting for Putin. I'm not. I'm saying that as kind of a joke. Salty's.
Yeah.
You want me rooting for Putin? Because this is how you get me rooting for Putin.
Okay, so President Vladimir Putin said on Sunday that the suggestions of the United States should prepare for war against Russia and China was pure nonsense, and warned the West that any war against Russia would be on a whole different level to conflict in Ukraine.
Yeah,
Putin is saying, he basically saying like, bro, that's y'all government saying this shit. We don't want
They're trying to drag us into this.
Yeah, like we don't want this shit. Like, stop listening to y'all government because we don't want this. We don't want war. But if we go there, we gonna go all the way there. Like, why? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, dude. And this, I don't know, man. It's like, why? Like, I just want to know the truth, bro. I just want to know the truth. When Biden gets out of office, I hope that people turn on him like they did President Trump, you know what I'm saying? Even though they didn't have no reason to turn on Trump, but I hope people turn on him and we start to find out what the true truth is. Is he really leading us into World War so the Democrats can maintain power? You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to know I want to know the truth, bro, because as of right now, I just feel like we are being totally sold out, bro. And it's like, who do we turn to? We can't turn to nobody but each other. Let's stop fighting. Let's stop griping about what we don't agree about. We can all agree that we don't want our fucking world to, like, if one nuclear bomb goes off, it destroys the entire world. We don't want that, do we? Can we all agree as right, left, whatever you are, libertarian? Can we agree with that? Right? We want a better world for the generations to come after us, right? Can we agree on that? Yes.
Okay. You gotta say
we
no to Terminator 2.
Yeah, bro. Like we want people want their kids and their next to kins that come up after them and the generations after them to be able to afford a house and to work a great career or a good job with a livable wage. Don't we all want that? Come on, let's stop. Fuck the disagreeing. Let's agree on those core principles and we can get some shit done. Because if we all just bickering against each other, bro, this shit ain't gonna work out, bro.
The only reason they can even get away with all this is because nobody understands Russian in the U.S. for the most part. But we had the Minsk Accords where the Russia and Ukraine made agreements, and they agreed to not allow NATO in, and NATO was supposed to stop before they got to Russia's border. But it's a whole contrived situation. They've been trying to drag Russia into conflict for political purposes for years and years and years. And as soon as they invaded, they were like, oh, Russia's invading Ukraine. It's a land grab. They're trying to invade for their own purposes. But the reality, from my understanding, is that they were literally just trying to protect the Donbass region because the criminal Zelensky and Poroshenko government before that had been literally bombing their own people in the Donbass, trying to trigger Russia into a war because it's ethnically Russian people that live in the Donbass. And since 2014, we've had Patrick Lancaster down on the ground. He's a really great reporter, an American who went over there at the time of the Maidan coup and was there for all that. And he was documenting everything. And he'd get video of churches and school buildings in the Donbass with shells coming in from the west and the western sides of the buildings destroyed. And he takes videos of it and talks about how Ukraine is bombing their own people. and then he would send it to AP and to CNN, and he stopped sending them videos because they would take the videos that he got and they would switch the narrative and say, Russia's bombing the Donbass. Russia's bombing the churches. And he was like, that's not what I reported. That's not what I'm telling you. So they were taking his videos.
Are you fucking serious, bro?
Yeah.
Isn't that a crime?
It should be. It's fraud. And as far as I'm concerned, total crime. If not fraud, legally, it's a crime against humanity for what they're trying to do with it. But yeah, Russia, Putin is bringing back the Russian Orthodox Church. He's against wokeness. There's and I'm not saying he's a great guy. He was in the KGB. He's got a colored history.
We ain't saying that he's a great dude, but it sounds like the motherfucker got more sense than our fuck. At least with their emergency response, their emergency alerts, they gave all of their citizens, they gave them hazmat suits that were radiation proof. They gave them gas masks, they gave them gloves, and they gave them survival kits. We didn't get nothing but a fucking alert on our phone. What does that tell you that our government cares about us?
Yeah, I think they're even incentivizing motherhood in Russia, paying mothers to have children because they want to increase the birth rate. Where it's the exact opposite here. And there's all these speeches that Putin gives where he's super based and he's talking about how the Western governments have been corrupted by wokeness, and he basically sounds like Alex Jones effectively. And it's not that Alex is pushing Russian talking points or Trump. It's just that the truth is the truth. Whether you're Russian or whether you're American, wokeness is corrupting everything. We can see that the U.S. government is compromised. And next show, maybe we'll bring up this video that the great anthropologist Robert Sapir did, where he translated this big Putin speech, probably like a 10-minute speech, where he's just ripping apart the West and showing their hypocrisy and how we're losing our minds with all the gender insanity and everything like that. And so, like I was saying, the only reason that they can get away with all of this propaganda about Russia as the bad guy is because people can't understand what Putin is saying. And if people just listen to what Putin is saying and then what our government is saying, any idiot, with an IQ above room temperature or above their shoe size even could look at, what America's saying, what Russia's saying, what reality looks like. And they could say that one of these is not lining up, and it's the U.S. government,
Right.
And I predicted this all coming, dude. Like the second in like 2013, I remember it as clear as day. I started seeing commercials for this TV show, The Americans, which is all about Russian sleeper cells infiltrating the U.S. and embedding themselves in government during the Cold War. And I saw it and I was like, this is predictive programming. They're getting ready to demonize Russia again. And it was right after Obama and Hillary did the Russian reset, where they had the button and they reset the Russian relationship and we're buddies with Putin now and everything's cool. And then the Americans come out and I was like, dude, they're setting us up. They're conditioning America to hate Russians again. And all my friends that I said that to were like, dude, you're out of your mind. There was just a Russian reset. Everything's cool. I was like, no. Proven right. Years later. It's crazy, bro. Once you learn how to read the tea leaves, kind of with the predictive programming on TV and everything, you start seeing things on a different level than just a basic presentation. And it's like we were talking about with the Freemasons looking at a building. It may just look like a TV show for somebody, but to a Freemason or to somebody who understands that predictive propaganda, they can see the agenda being pushed through the show and the preconditioning setting the stage for things that are to come. Just like Newsweek saying that MAGA extremists are going to kill people. That's preconditioning.
Hey, what was that motherfucker's name again, bro? I forgot. I'm gonna tweet him all night. It's David Kiki. What Thomas? Oh, Thomas Kiki. Thomas Kiki. Yeah, Thomas Kiki. Yeah, I'm on your ass. I'm on your ass tonight, man. Newsweek. Yeah. News.
Better have his chest.
Oh, hey, I'm on his ass tonight, bro.
Belt on.
Yeah, bro, I'm on his ass tonight. I want to know who these analysts are who's told you that, what I'm saying, regular, everyday working Americans who just want to be treated fairly are going to fucking attack anybody. Nah, bro.
FBI,
I want to know.
guaranteed. Guaranteed, FBI. I was meaning to ask you, where are you today?
Right now, shit, you got me afraid to say where I'm at right now.
I'm not gonna say where I am either.
I'm in North Carolina, bro, right now, man. I'm in North Carolina.
Get some barbecue while you're down there, dude.
Yeah, shit. I'm about to get me this bunk. I ain't. I got some.
Yeah.
I got some chicken, rice, and steak. Stir fry that I made last night. You know what I'm saying? With over some
Oh
rice and
yeah.
veggies. Yeah,
I could
bro. I'm
smell that
gonna
over
put
the
the.
camera, and I was salivating. It looked delicious.
Yeah, bro. I'm gonna go inside and take me a shower and warm some of that up, bro, and come back here and knock out and pray and hopefully tomorrow we get more good news than bad, my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. We need that. We need
Yeah,
that good
bro.
news. We'll
Yeah.
be dropping as many white pills as possible to try to outpace the black pills, but even if it gets
Hey,
a little bit
man.
hard.
Yeah, man. Yeah, bro. We appreciate any, you know what I'm saying? If it's just one motherfucker who watch us, we appreciate that one person. Although
Sure.
we do know through the analytics, there's been over 3,000 views of these videos. It's just not showing up on when you look at the channel and you look at the video, it's not showing up. But if you look at the analytics, our watch time has increased by 12.9 hours over the last 3 days. You know what I'm saying?
Interesting.
So
That's
yeah,
so
so
weird, man.
it's extremely weird, bro. It's extremely weird.
What we're gonna
You
have
know
to
what I'm
do
saying?
is when we start doing live streams, we'll have to do what Salty Cracker does and what Viva and Barnes started doing. You know Viva and
Mhm.
Barnes?
Nuh-uh.
I'll send you them. Robert Barnes,
Okay.
the top constitutional lawyer in the country. He's like best buddies with Alex Jones. That's how cool he is. He's like in terms of constitutional theory and philosophy, the only
Yeah,
person who I've heard who's is on point is like Ron Paul, basically. So you're gonna love
yeah.
Robert Barnes. They do a weekly show on Sundays, Viva and Barnes, vivabarneslaw.locals.com or on YouTube and
Okay.
Rumble.
Okay.
Barnes, remember how we were talking about how Rumble's so good and they don't censor and everything? Aside from
Mm-hmm.
like, pornography and things like that.
Right. The
Um,
obvious.
yeah, like the real things that are worth censoring, on a
Right.
child-friendly
Right.
platform.
Right.
Barnes and Viva were responsible for creating the terms and conditions for Rumble that outline all of that stuff. So the fact that Barnes was involved with that, Rumble is good
You know
because
Rumble's
Barnes is
good.
the top dog, dude. He is awesome.
Yeah.
But I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, what we got to do is when we start streaming, so you guys will be prepared for this when we're live. We'll start streaming on YouTube and Rumble, and then halfway through the show, we'll cut the YouTube stream and force people to come over to Rumble so we can start building up
Exactly.
Rumble.
Building up
Rumble's on a
Rumble.
roll, dude. Like a month and a half ago, they were at 6% of all internet video traffic, which is mind blowing, dude. Like YouTube has had a monopoly over that forever, like the Sandlot,
Right.
forever.
Good.
And
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
James Earl Jones is in that movie. He's my favorite.
Yes, sir.
No, I am your father. But yeah,
Yeah.
we'll have to do that where we start dragging people over to Rumble from YouTube, cutting the
Yeah.
bastard YouTube stream halfway through.
Yeah,
And,
I'm getting fed up with them with that shit, man. You see it, man, we just now starting out, you know what I'm saying? Like if the analytics are showing one thing and then you click on the page and it says something else, it's clearly compromised somehow, man. But like I
Yep.
said, I don't give a fuck if it ain't number 10 people who watch. We reach somebody.
Yeah,
Somebody like that.
mission accomplished.
Yeah.
All
most
right,
definitely.
ready to close it out for the day?
Yeah, man, we close it out, brother.
All right. Hope you guys have a great night, and we will be back ASAP.
We see y'all tomorrow, man. We gone.
Peace.